Do you struggle with feeling like you are not good enough, no matter what you do or how much you accomplished? Then stay with me because in this video, I'll walk you through the 3 levels of this belief and how you can transform it so you stop sabotaging your success and finally feel free to show up fully as the artist and creator you truly are. My name is Anna, and I help performing artists move from anxiety, burnout, and self-doubt into real confidence, clarity, and fulfillment so they can live and create from a place of purpose and inner freedom. And today we are talking about something deeply personal and universal, the heavy feeling of never being good enough. So let's dive right in. I am not good enough is one of those very common, deeply ingrained beliefs creative souls struggle with to some degree, no matter how brilliant, successful, or talented they are. The question is, are you aware of how this belief shows up in your life? And do you know how to work with it? So let's explore the 3 levels where this belief can show up and how it affects your life and art. Level 1 is paralyzing fear. At this level, the belief I'm not good enough is loud, raw, and overwhelming, and it often shows up as fear of failure, fear of being judged, fear of being rejected. You become so consumed by these fears that there is no space left in your mind for anything else. At this stage, people often avoid challenges altogether. It's deeply self-sabotaging. Level 2 is all about perfection and proving. At this stage, the belief becomes your fuel. You use it to push yourself harder, to keep striving to prove your worth. And yes, this level can bring a lot of external success, but at a cost. You become a super achiever, driven by perfectionism and control. But if your success is powered by the fear of not being enough and by the need to prove yourself and your worth, it's only a matter of time before you burn out. And often you'll spiral down into level 1. But level 3 is about purpose over perfection. This is where we want to evolve consciously. At this level, the belief might still whisper in the background, but your connection to your purpose is much stronger. You might still have moments of self-doubt, but they don't stop you anymore. At this level, you can enter a flow state and express yourself fully because your love for what you do is stronger than the fear. And here is the catch. Many artists reach this level, but only by chance. This is what most artists chase their entire life. It can feel addictive because the flow state is truly magical. We all love getting into the zone and performing or creating from flow, but most people don't know how to access it by choice. But you can. Flow state is a specific level of consciousness. And I talk more about the different levels of consciousness in another video, and I'll put the link in the description for you. But one of the ways to begin raising your consciousness and experiencing flow more consistently is to transform the feeling of not being enough. If this resonates with you so far, hit that like button. It helps more artists to find this message. So, where does this belief come from? I am not good enough is usually born in childhood. Sometimes it's linked to trauma, but often it's the result of small moments where we felt unseen, unworthy, or not important. Once we internalize this belief, it starts to collect evidence and it keeps growing. If I believe I'm not good enough, I might also believe that I don't deserve love, or I have to earn attention, or I need to be perfect to be accepted, or I must take care of everyone to prove my value. Yes, sounds familiar? And these thoughts are tied to emotions like sadness or shame or powerlessness. And those emotions drive behaviors like hiding, people pleasing, overachieving, chasing approval. Unless we recognize this cycle, the belief keeps running the show. So, how do we break the cycle? You want to uncover what this belief makes you think, how it makes you feel, how it makes you act, how those feelings makes you act, and what it attracts into your life as a result of your actions. You want to take it apart this way to see it clearly. This process is deeply personal, and the patterns are unique for everyone because it has so many nuances. For me, when I was breaking through the belief of I'm not good enough, and I really did struggle with it, I realized that I was using my voice and my talent as proof of my value, not as a gift to share with others. That's a huge difference. I wanted to feel special. I was chasing approval and validation, but deep down, I didn't believe I was enough. I didn't believe I was special. And even when I received compliments from others, I couldn't let them in. I thought people were just nice to me. But when I didn't get compliments, I felt like confirmation that I truly was not enough. It was a painful loop. And I was self-sabotaging myself on every corner until I became aware of it. And here is the beautiful thing. Awareness creates space so you can distance yourself from this belief. Space creates choice, and choice creates transformation. The turning point for this belief is radical self-love. And I mean radical. Because here is the truth. What was missing when you first decided you were not enough was love and acceptance. That was missing. So instead of wanting for the world to love or validate you, you want to learn to love and accept yourself fully and unapologetically. You can ask yourself, how can I give myself what I've been waiting to receive from others? And how can I meet my own needs for love, safety, and belonging today? This is radical self-love. And it's how you begin to shake the roots of that belief and reconnect with your true worth. When you begin this process, you'll find your true value, not based on talent or praise, but really from within. You'll stop chasing recognition and start honoring yourself. And you will also find that once you honor yourself, the world will mirror that back to you. And you'll reconnect with your purpose, your creativity, and your passion. And from this energy, you'll enter flow, the state of flow, more often, on stage and in life. The belief of I'm not good enough will no longer run the show. You will become free of it. So let me know in the comments what part of this video resonated with you most. I read every comment and I create content based on what you need. And if you're ready to go deeper, check out my next video where I explain the 4 levels of consciousness and how to tap into ultimate flow, the level beyond what we talked about today. If you found this helpful, please subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. And thank you so much for watching. See you again soon. Bye.